Hi, and thanks for joining me. Today I have the new release from A Colorful Life Designs July 2022 stencils. I'm showing you here that there is a Master Creator Bundle for all 15 new designs at a 20% discount. And I will have this linked below in my description box so that you can find this Master Creator Bundle if you're interested in purchasing all of the stencils. And I do have a 10% discount code off of your entire order, and the code is TracyFan10. So that applies to everything but the Master Creator Bundle, because that one is already discounted. The first stencil I want to show you is called Spinning Lines, which features this very cool circle that has lines. And I am going to show you some cards that I created using this stencil. First, I have a rainbow colored card with a black card base, and then a monochromatic card. The rainbow card has the spinning wheel colored using Catherine Pooler inks, and it has a sentiment in the middle that was hot foiled from Pink Fresh Studios. And the blue one is the monochromatic blue with another sentiment in the middle from Pink Fresh Studios, and I put that one on a blue card base. The sentiments are both from Pink Fresh Studios. They're hot foiled, and I used rainbow hot foil, and I'll have the links below for all of those. Next we have Whirl Around, and this one reminds me of a pinwheel. This would look great with a rainbow pinwheel, and I also think it would look nice foiled. I'll have to try that and share it with you. For my sample card though, I just used 2 colors of Catherine Pooler ink, Cummerbund and Serenade, and I used a sentiment from my stash that says thanks. I added 3 sequins for the finishing touch and put this on a purple card base. Next up, we have a stencil that's called Separate Ways. This is a really cool stencil that features lines going in different ways. Vertical and diagonal. What I created was a monochromatic card using Pucker Up ink from Catherine Pooler and a foiled sentiment from Pink Fresh Studios. I also added some pink gems and put this card on a pink card base. The sentiment is from Pink Fresh Studios Brushed Sentiments hot foil plate, and I also use the coordinating dies to cut the sentiment out. And as you can see, the sentiment says happy birthday, and I foiled that with rainbow foil. Again, I'll have the links below in my description box for these products. So the stencils I showed you were 6x6, but this one is a round stencil. This one is called Fairway Ball. And yes, it definitely looks like a golf ball. But I also saw something else in this stencil. I saw a honeycomb. So I decided that I would use some yellow ink and create a panel that is not completely covered, but has some of that honeycomb in the background. And then I had a bee that was an ephemera piece and a sentiment that says hello. And that sentiment is hot foiled. And I believe that's from Pink Fresh Studios as well. Again, I'll have everything linked below in my description box. Next, we have Even Pairing. This one features geometrical, like it reminds you of steps almost, even pairings. When I created with this stencil, I decided to turn it in a different angle, and I think it ended up looking like a tree. So I just took the stencil, turned it at this angle, and ink blended it using some Catherine Pooler ink in a light green color. And then I had a thank you sentiment from a die that is from Spellbinders, and I had a stamp from Hero Arts that features a bear. And I thought, well, we can make this like a bear in the woods. And I put a couple gems on just to add a little bit of sparkle. Of course, we have to have a little bit of sparkle, right? Next, we have uneven rotation. This is another round stencil, as you can see. You can position it with I call them blades, the smaller blades at the top and the larger blades at the bottom, or you can position it in the other direction, however you want to do it. Or you can have them going up and down or side to side. So I created one using Chiffon and Catching Rays ink from Catherine Puller, and I ink blended that, and then I had a sentiment in my stash that says hello, which is hot foiled. I believe that's a Spellbinder's sentiment. And then I just used some gold foil in the background for a matte layer, and I had a yellow card base for my final bit on this. Oh, and I added a couple little yellow gems and put it all together for a very cheerful hello card. Next, I have this 6x9 stencil that's called Great Sweeps. And there's so many possibilities with this one, and the directions and the positions that you could position this. I did not get to make a card with this one yet, but if you hang tight, I am going to show you a technique for using glitter paste with this stencil. I'm going to show that at the end of this video as soon as I show you this next stencil. This one is really cool, you guys. This one is a 6x6, and it has the stencil as well as what we call the negative, or what is you're going to see as the middle of the stencil that was cut out by the laser. All of these are in nice mylar material, and they're cut by a laser. This one is called Warp Speed, and it does have that circle that you can take out or keep in depending on what you're doing to create your project. And I did not get a chance yet to use this one, but I certainly will be using it in the very near future. So there are a couple other stencils in this collection, and I didn't get all of them this time just because with June, me being away for so many days on vacation and on a church conference trip, I decided I would just scale back a little bit this month. I did get quite a few of them. We've got some Eyes ink here, which is a glitter paste that's in a pouch. We've got our stencil. We have an ink blended panel. I just simply ink blended that using Catherine Puller Date Night inks. And I have some Pixie Spray. And Pixie Spray is a low-tack repositionable adhesive. Now I'm spraying it away from the camera, and you want to make sure that you have, ventilation when you do this. Pixie Spray does not have any scent, but still you're using an aerosol, so you want to use safety precautions. And I just decided what I would do is just put a little piece of tape on the back of this panel and just washi tape and tape it down to my glass media mat, and then go ahead and put this stencil right on top of that ink blended panel. You have to let that Pixie Spray dry for about a minute, and then I'm just using some light pressure just to get it to stay put. And now I'm going to grab this Eyes ink. This Eyes ink is 24 karat. It's called 24 karat, and the color is called Pearly, but truly it is a translucent color, and it's got a lot of glitter in it, and it's in a pouch. So you see I'm squeezing it so you can understand how this product works. It does not dry out because it's in a pouch, which I love this. And this is one of my favorite techniques, just letting the palette knife, just a plastic palette knife, using that to spread the product. And I usually just put the glitter paste on the back of my palette knife and just gently spread it across the stencil. Now you will have to clean your stencil after you're done with this step. And what I normally do is have some sudsy water nearby in a pan, and I'll do a bunch of these at one time. But I just did this one for this video just to show you what a beautiful result this is. Now you do have to let this dry, but it doesn't take very long to dry. Maybe 10-15 minutes. Usually what I do is I just let them dry overnight, and then I'll go back to them the next day and trim them down and use the panels in a card design, which was what I'll do with this one, because I'm not making a full card today. I'm just showing you how cool this product looks using it with a stencil, and any kind of stencil, any kind of design. But with this geometrical design and the curves, it just kind of reminds me of a rainbow a little bit. So I thought, perfect for a rainbow background. Rainbows going in different directions. Yeah, it's just a glitter paste. It is from Technique Junkies, this eye zinc product. It comes in all different colors. Again, this one is called Pearly, but actually this one is clear. It dries clear. It's got holographic glitter in it. So that's what makes it so sparkly and shiny. And Technique Junkies has it in all the different colors. I actually have them pretty much in every color, but this is definitely the one that I use the most. And I'm glad that I'm going to be attending the scrap. Let me get the name of this show right. The SSAT show. And it's going to be in Pittsburgh on July 16th and 17th. And it's going to be lots of great small businesses, including Technique Junkies. So I'm planning on buying some more of this if they have it in stock when I get there. So I am glad that I'm going to the SSAT, Stamp Scrap Art Tour. I'm not really sure what it stands for, but it's a nice get together of businesses that specialize in stamps and paper arts. Okay, now I've spread this through evenly, and I'm grabbing a baby wipe, and I'm going to just take a baby wipe and clean my palette knife. I put the lid on the eye zinc and just store that away, and then I'll slowly remove this stencil to reveal the beautiful result. I think it's beautiful. Let me see if I can get it up off the table, up off the glass board, and show it to you so that you can get a better look at this sparkling, glittery creation. Oh, looks like I'm cleaning up a little bit. One moment, please. Yes, I will gently remove this from the glass media mat and hold it up to the camera. And I'm glad that I used the rainbow background, because this does remind me of rainbows. And this will allow me to do a card that's either vertical or landscape. Either way, it's going to look very stunning. All right, so I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to show you some of my cards, some still photos of the cards that I created. And I want to invite you to come on back to my channel tonight at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing a reveal of my cards that I created with these stencils, and I will be live on my YouTube channel. So I hope that you'll join me. I do plan on doing a giveaway. I'll be giving away the cards that I created to some of the people who watch my live. Again, that's tonight, July 1st, 2022 at 7 o'clock right here on my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you'll subscribe and ring the bell so that you're notified of my future videos. Please like by clicking the like button. Please, I appreciate that, everyone. And please leave a comment letting me know what you think about these awesome new stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. Don't forget about my discount code. All this information will be in the description box below. Thanks so much. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.